Hi everyone, this is a pick a stack reading for September 2019. So I've got 3 stacks in front of me which I'll show you in a second. And this reading is going to cover work, general life, love, romance, and then we've got some messages as well from the Ascended Masters and the Angels, just to see what else is going on for September. And if I feel called to, I will pull some other cards as well. So this is stack 1, this is stack 2, and this is stack 3. So take a moment, close your eyes, and ask your guides for a number 1, 2, or 3. I'll give you a few moments to do that, and then we'll get stuck into the reading. Okay, those of you who have picked stack 1, I'm just going to lay the cards out. I will show you them, but I'll just put mine in front of me first. Okay, so stack 1, life for September. So this is just generally what is happening for you in the month of September. We have the Justice card. So something is getting its payout. You're getting your payout, your karmic payout, for something which you've put a lot of energy and effort to. It feels like it's been an intense few months previously, but in September you are going to have your justice. You're going to see these scales balancing out, giving you what you deserve, really. This is about you getting your just desserts. Some of you might have like a legal situation as well, which is being resolved. It doesn't have to be anything big, but it could just be like a house move, or some kind of contract being signed, a new career, perhaps you're going to be kind of moving into. It does feel like financially things are going to start improving. It feels like September for group number 1, it is the month of new beginnings, and this is new beginnings as part of kind of like your life purpose, new careers, new opportunities, lots of fresh starts. You're going to start fulfilling your life purpose now, moving towards that. Okay, for career, we've got the 6 of Pentacles, so it feels like you're finally going to start being paid what you deserve to be paid. This means that all the effort and the energy you've invested in your career, you are going to see results of that in the month of September. You're going to be receiving some kind of windfall of money, or some kind of new income stream being provided. So perhaps you're going to start working for yourself, or you're going to have a job on the side, or just some kind of new hobby which is going to start bringing in some more money for you. Okay, love for group number 1, we have the Magician. So the Magician here is telling me that there is a new beginning being manifested between you and a partner. It feels to me like the month of September, it is going to see these manifestations come to fruition, but it's going to be quite slow and steady. This is like you're going to start courting someone, dating someone. It's going to be so successful, but September's just going to see kind of like small, steady steps towards a relationship, a couple of nice romantic dates, setting the intention for this relationship to really go the long haul. And it feels like there's going to be a lot of passion in this connection as well. So I do feel like romantically things are going to be good for group number 1, but it is just going to be, like dates, taking your time, not rushing into this relationship. Maybe you've rushed into relationships in the past, and now you're learning that actually you just want to take it slow. You want to take your time getting to know this person or reconnecting with them. I am going to just get a message card as well for your romantic life to see what this person has to say to you. Month of September, I'll be with you soon, I promise. So this could very well be someone returning from your past, ready to give a relationship another chance, and you're going to be moving slowly into a committed relationship with this person. But I do feel like September is definitely going to see you going on dates. What's meant to be will always find a way. So this connection that you have with someone, it could be a new connection, but I strongly feel like this is going to be someone returning from the past. A relationship which maybe you've wanted, but you had no idea how it could happen. And, this is just your confirmation that if this relationship is meant to be part of your life, part of your future, then it will find a way. It is always going to find a way back to you. And that could very well be what this Justice card is about. Could be about justice with this person, about it is meant to be, so it is going to find a way. It is going to come to fruition. It is going to happen. There's going to be a second chance, because justice to me is always a card of second chances as well. Justice is also a card of Libra, so it very well could be that after the 23rd of September, which is when Libra season begins, that's when things start happening for you. I feel like the second half of September is going to be a really good time for group number one. The first half is going to be good, but it is going to be slow and steady. And then I do feel like that by the second half of September, things are going to start picking up speed. Okay, we also have Work Your Magic and Playfulness. So the month of September is going to be a month where you start seeing more joy in your life, which I think is going to come as a big relief to those who've picked group number one, because it has been quite heavy, it's been quite intense. But yes, playfulness here, you're going to be having more fun, more joy. Work your magic. You have done so much growth already. It really is time for you to start getting your payouts for this. And I feel like that's what the Six of Pentacles is about. Work your magic. This is about you finally being recognized and rewarded for your natural talents, for your work and your dedication. But the month of September, you will definitely be having more fun. Also, nurture your inner child. There might be some inner child healing that you need to do, because playfulness tells me that you do need to have more fun. So yes, the month of September is going to see more joy in your life, but you also have to go out and find that. You have to find ways for you to be playful and have fun. Okay, that's all for group number one. I'm going to move on to group number two. Okay, group number two, I'm just going to lay your cards out. We're going to see what is going on for you in the month of September. Okay, this is quite funny. So group number one, we had the Six of Pentacles come out for their career, and here it is for your general life for group number two. Okay, so group number two, generally, the month of September is going to see balance being restored to your life. It feels like you two have been through an incredibly healing time. There's been a lot of heavy energy which needed clearing in your life, and here it is. This is the balance being restored to your connection with someone, or to your life in general. Maybe again, new career opportunities. This feels very much like Spirit is handing you some kind of gift. Like there's something coming your way which you've been asking for a long time, and you're going to see your prayers being answered. There could also be the month of September, I feel like this group is going to be getting a gift from someone, a very physical, tangible gift. It could be money, but it could also be, jewelry or something. I'm just seeing that maybe it's your birthday, or there's some kind of celebration, but there's going to be a present coming in. Things haven't been equal between you and either a situation or a person in your life recently, and this card is telling me that things are going to be more equal distribution now. So the give and take between you and someone, or just the give and take, maybe you're an overgiver, and it's fine, like you're going to be taking a step back in the month of September and letting things be given to you as well. It's just like balance is being restored, and your soul is so happy for this. Your soul has been asking you for a long time now to stop overgiving and to start making sure that all these energy exchanges are equal for you. Okay, career, we have the shadow side. So it does feel like career-wise you might be stuck a little bit, group number two. You might not be sure if you want to stay in your job or if you want to move on, or maybe your job is very financially secure, so moving away from it would be a big leap of faith, and you're not quite sure whether you want to do that. However, you're not happy where you are. Whatever it is for you, group number two, there are going to be some not issues with your career, but there's going to be some thoughts where you're like, okay, I do want to change. I don't want to be stuck here anymore. If you've been employed for some time, you might be worried about that. But I do see all this changing. However, month of September is going to be a time of you really thinking about what you want in your career, thinking about where you want to go, what the future holds for you. You know, if you're not happy where you are, then it is time to move or think about moving. But this card tells me, you know, don't make any rash decisions. Don't rush this. Just take your time. Be gentle with yourself and really think things through. Being told that you need a plan of action, you can't just rush into this. There does need to be a plan of action. You need to really think clearly about what it is you want, because if you suddenly decide to leave a job, or if you just start a job for the sake of having money and it's not really what you want to be doing, then you're not going to be happy. And I do feel like you need to do something now which brings you happiness, brings the light back into your life, because if you're unhappy in your career, then you're going to, you know, feeling quite stuck in your life in general. Okay, love life. So romantically, group number 2, we have the Knave of Swords. So this is funny. This is a card which is telling me that, you know, someone does want to be close to you, but they are not sure how to approach you. It's like you and this person have been looking at each other from a distance, and you really want to just be close, be physical with each other, not quite sure how to make it happen. I feel like the people who've picked group number 2, the connection between you and a person might have been toxic in the past, or there might have been a lot of fears about the connection, about the relationship. You've both just had a lot of irrational fears. I'm being told, you know, these have been complete illusions. Your mind has been your biggest enemy in this connection. You've been overthinking things, worrying unnecessarily, and it's not being productive or healthy. So the month of September with the Knave of Swords, I actually feel like there could be communication between this person. So if you've been at a distance from someone for the last month or so, then know that, you know, this distance could be closing, and there could be an opportunity for you to reconnect, but it's going to start out as some very honest communication. Again, it is going to be quite small steps at first, but I do feel, again, it's the second half of September I'm getting for group number 2. That's where you're going to see some really positive changes. The angel cards we have are healing and positive changes. So everything is going to start moving. You know, September is going to be a month of healing, and as you heal yourself, you bring about positive changes in your life. I also feel like group number 2 are going to be really developing their psychic abilities. Their third eye is going to be opening and their heart center expanding. So group number 2 can expect some positive changes within. And these changes within are bringing about positive changes in your outer world and your outer experiences. It's so important that you heal, though. I feel like group number 2 has not finished their healing, and although you may feel like you haven't. There's still more healing to do, and it's really important that, especially for the first half of September, you focus purely on your own healing, and then you will see the positive changes. But, you know, if you've not healed, and if you're just trying to keep moving forwards at the same pace, without taking that time for yourself to heal, then you're going to just burn out, and you are going to feel really exhausted, and you're not going to make the progress that you want to make. Okay, that feels like everything for group number 2. I'm going to move on to group number 3. Sorry, before I move on to group number 3, I forgot to pull the message cards for group number 2, and I thought before I move on, I should definitely do that before group number 2 start complaining. Group number 2, messages from your counterpart. So this is for your love life. I love you, baby. And the second message we have, please don't be angry with me forever. So group number 2, they are your counterpart messages. And now moving on to group number 3. Okay, group number 3, your general life, we have the Chariot card. So the month of September for group number 3, we're going to see some positive movement forwards. The Chariot card speaks of victory and success, so something that you've been battling with maybe since the start of July or mid-June. So something between mid-June and now, you're going to start seeing success for this. There's going to be a physical kind of like material result which manifests in your life as part of the hard work you've put in. This is like an acknowledged reward which is coming from spirit. So you've successfully balanced the dark and the light within yourself. You've probably reached some kind of union or peace within you, and as a result there is going to be acknowledgement. There's going to be a resolution of a situation. Something's going to be healed. So if there's been some kind of conflict in your life, something which has been keeping you stuck or blocked from moving forwards, then we are going to see that being resolved in the month of September. Career-wise, interestingly, we have the Lovers. So maybe you're going to be meeting someone at work, or this could be a relationship at work which is going to start developing. However, this card also tells me that perhaps the month of September is not going to be the month where you're particularly focused on career. There could very well be a relationship which takes up a lot of your time and energy and focus. Some of you may start building a career around counselling or supporting some kind of sacred union. So, if you are part of a twin flame collective, or if you can read tarot, or you're involved, or you have counselling abilities, healing abilities, you might start to help people with relationship difficulties. Can't even speak, with relationship difficulties. Again, the Lovers is a number 6, so I do feel like it's something between June and now is going to be resolved in the month of September. There's been something which has been very, very stuck, and I do feel like for group number 3, the month of September is all about someone returning. It's all about someone returning from the past and a relationship coming together. Because romantically, you have the 2 of Pentacles. So even your relationship right now, it feels like things have been at a distance with this person, and this person is very uncertain about returning to you. But as you've done your healing, because of the green dress that she's wearing, so as you've focused on your healing and cleared your energy, this person is going to be making a return in September. There's going to be some kind of unease or uncertainty from this person though, so there is probably fear of being involved with each other again. So make sure you're not blocking this person coming forward by being fearful about them or focusing on the past hurt. You need to forgive and forget and allow this person, or you allow a fresh start in the relationship. The fear could very well block this connection from developing into the Lovers, into a relationship, if you allow it. So this is about keeping your ego in check and making sure that you aren't creating any blocks for this connection. So the Angel and Ascending Masters cards, we have trust and we have right. So it is time for you to start really trusting in spirit, trusting in yourself, and maybe even start writing more. So this does feel like you'd benefit from doing some kind of full moon ritual, or something about writing your manifestations down. I do feel there's something that's going to happen for group number 3 around the full moon in September. That feels really, really significant to this group. Something about seeing things really clearly, and also about things starting happening in pairs. So I'm seeing the number 2 for group number 3. The full moon in September, which I think is like the 15th of September. It might be a bit earlier than that. That's when you're going to start seeing partnerships developing, and this could be business partnerships as well. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it is going to be a month of partnerships. Group number 3 really needs to learn to trust themselves. They block themselves by not trusting and by not having faith. It's like they know the outcome, they know all of this is guaranteed, but they don't really trust the process fully to get there. Okay, there isn't much more coming out for group number 3, so I am just going to pull some counterpart messages for group number 3 to see what your counterpart has to say to you. Our prayers and visualizations are manifesting. What else do we have, group number 3? Surrender to this situation. So this is about surrender and trust. On the bottom of the deck, we've got I am finally ready. So September, this person could be ready to return to you, and it's up to you, whether you allow this to happen. I do really feel like group number 3, September is all about a relationship entering your life and making sure that you aren't blocking it. You're not worried about the fear, or you're not letting kind of like past hurt and resentment create a block in the connection. the fear must be overcome. So really try and use the time between the new moon and the full moon to get rid of this fear, and then it feels like this person is going to be making a return. And there will be victory, it will be successful this time around. I feel like whatever's not worked out in the past, it is going to work out this time, but you must surrender and you must really trust. Write down what you want to happen, maybe try scripting if you haven't, scripted before. Or start a diary. If you want to try and work through your fears about this connection, then write them down, because as you write them down, I do feel like that is really going to help you release these fears and prepare for a new love entering. Okay, I hope you enjoyed those mini kind of like pick a card reading. I will hopefully do a couple more of these as well throughout September. Sending you lots of love and light. Bye.